Hello Sagittarius, Sagittarius Rising and Sagittarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 26th, 2017. And a quick reminder for you Sagittarius people out there, remember this is going to be the last week of the pre-order sale that I've got going on for the Tarot Home Study course, which is going to be debuting July 1st. And it's going to be full price after that, so it will be available for download and all of that good stuff, but if you want to take advantage of the pre-order sale, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can take a huge risk and go down to the links below, because I know how dangerous it is. I'm kidding. So what's going on with your astrology this week? Well, on Monday, we've got Mars, planet of action and energy, currently in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and all those kinds of things, forming a really strong trine to Neptune, currently retrograde in your 4th house of home and family. So it looks to me like this is having to do with the money side of things with the 8th house. And there's a gorgeous opportunity that comes when a secret is revealed to you by a family member or perhaps even somebody in your household, a household resident, about an opportunity to actually take on a joint finance venture that's going to be very profitable for all involved. This can also be a wonderful time for those of you who are looking to maybe land the perfect home, do some house hunting, make some major purchase for the sake of, getting invested into a home space. And it could again be either linked to a family member or just be a lead that is brought to you by somebody within your household or one of your relatives. Later on in the week, on Thursday, we've got Mercury in this area, this 8th house of shared resources and passive income, forming an opposition to Pluto retrograde, currently in your earned income sector. And it looks to me like we may have to choose between instant gratification and long-term security. And this may have to do with a project or an assignment or a job opportunity that comes to you that definitely promises big bucks now, but not necessarily all, forever and ever. So this can be a great boost if you're looking for that boost momentarily, but be careful about the fact that, again, this may not be something that promises certainty for long. So if you can do both, that's fantastic, but if you have to give up something that's a steady and predictable, certain source, don't do it for something short term, okay? So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your cards this week, for your spiritual advice, we've got the card of the Sorceress. And the card of the Sorceress is basically saying, taking matters into your own hands is basically where you're going to have to learn to be strong this week, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys are the live and let live sign to me. I look at you guys as the ones who tend to be a little bit less involved in other people's business. You tend to be probably one of the most tolerant, if not the most tolerant sign. But with the Sorceress card, I would honestly say that this week we may be going too far in that direction, and you're being told it's time to actually be okay with throwing a bit of your weight around in a direct way. Okay, not in a passive way, but in a direct way. The Sorceress can indicate a situation to pay attention to where maybe we've had problems with people, we kind of almost worship their boundaries instead of just respect their boundaries. Sometimes we have to be okay with our own agenda, and there's a way for everyone to make things work, but sometimes, again, we may actually be placating people or patronizing people just by simply babying them, and again, not actually working our will to the fullest, and this week you may be learning a lot about that. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Queen of Wands upright, which is a lucky card for a lot of you Sagittarius people, because the Queen of Wands could be you. You are a fire sign, but the Queen of Wands does indicate some kind of celebration, or maybe even publicity, or public recognition, or public promotion of you, your work, or some kind of project or achievement that you've wrapped up recently. In a lot of ways, the Queen of Wands can show up as well as a helpful assistant, somebody who I think is probably going to be going out of her way. I'm seeing in a female, could just as easily be a male, another fire sign like you though, to actually get you attention that you've been looking for, or get you priority, or get you first pick. You know, a lot of the times the Queen of Wands can be somebody who wants to push and she wants to see other people succeed. You know, she works almost like the talent agent or the promoter in a sense. And this may be exactly the person or exactly the kind of help that you need to, again, push a personal agenda forward at the office, or possibly even get you, I guess you could say, a better opportunity than what you thought you were allowed with the people you've been negotiating with, because we have that extra backup, or at least somebody deciding to shoot their mouth off on your behalf. In a good way. It can be done. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we've got the King of Pentacles, upright. More helpful people, and more trustworthy people as well. The King of Pentacles often will show up as a friend or a family member who you kind of look as this trusted ally, this backup, the right-hand man. And I feel like this is somebody where, you know, when all else is, you know, failed, said and done, this is somebody you can time your watch to. And usually when the King of Pentacles shows up, they're usually doing something that is a very big, I guess you could say, boost. Again, we talk about your agenda. This is somebody who either has the finishing touches that make it actually work better or faster or longer for you, or possibly somebody who has already been there. Somebody who's maybe actually an expert in what you're trying to pull off. The King of Pentacles does often come usually with some kind of gift or financial opportunity, again, mutually beneficial. But also with the King of Pentacles, I'm feeling like this is somebody that has something that is almost like the missing piece you've been looking for. And, you know, with the King of Pentacles, I often see this as somebody who is well aware of your situation, again, because either A, they've walked in your shoes, or B, they're currently doing the same things themselves, but you're not in a competition. And when we see this kind of, you know, that right-hand man kind of energy from him or her, you know, this earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, seems to be, again, sort of like that expert. They have more experience in this area that they're giving you for free. For your challenge this week with fire, we've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. Which is kind of interesting, because we've got good earth signs, and, you know, this is still a good card. He's still upright, even though, again, it's in a challenged position. And the Knight of Pentacles, honestly, I feel as a challenge may have to do with a better opportunity that forces you to slow down coming your way. I'm not sure if this is in love, if this is at school, if this is in work. Again, it's just a general reading. Check out your rising sign. I'm trying to get people to listen when I say that. The Knight of Pentacles can often show... Hey, Rambo. It's Rambo, not Rainbow. It's Rambo. The Knight of Pentacles, I kind of feel like there's a delay that you need to accept that's coming your way. Because the Knight of Pentacles does tend to take their time. And this may actually be something that is worth delaying or worth waiting for. Usually with the Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of saying, look, you can have instant gratification now, or you can actually trade up on whatever this situation is, whether it's, again, a home purchase, a car purchase, possibly even, again, going to the right school or getting into the right education program. There's something going on where we kind of actually have the pressure to delay ourselves for the best interest of all concerned, especially you. And the challenge may be accepting that, because sometimes we think about delays, or maybe with the Knight of Pentacles, you could be the one trying to slow something down. We get upset, we get discouraged, and we forget to think about the gray areas in life and where that can be better. Be careful about that. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Page of Swords upright. Beautiful card for love and romance, because the Page of Swords does indicate a lot of you single Sagittarius people may find yourself in a very advantageous spot when it comes to dating several people at once. Or if you're trying online dating, you may notice a very popular, I guess you'd say a very popular week for you. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that the Page of Swords does indicate a time where a lot of people are playing 20 questions with each other. And you may actually be noticing that maybe if you've been trying to reach out to people, send some messages to people, get somebody's attention, they're finally trying to figure out, well, what are you talking about? You know, they're actually responsive. You know, and again, this might, I think this would have to be, you know, within reason, you know, within the last within the last week or two. But, you know, sometimes we kind of throw a line out there, we want to see who's biting. Well, the Page of Swords indicates at least somebody's biting. And again, things tend to go fast with the Page of Swords upright, at least as far as communications are concerned. So if there's a conversation or finally a sit-down you've been trying to get underway just to kind of give this a test, the Page of Swords upright is the kind of evaluation you want to have. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Page of Swords upright does indicate here that, again, your partner is finally coming around to a way of thinking that you have been trying to impress upon him or her for quite some time. It's not about conversion or, changing somebody's personality, but with the Page of Swords upright, it can indicate, if you've been trying to, get a message again into your partner's head, if you've been trying to get them to show a bit more interest, a bit more, passion or a bit more energy or a bit more even curiosity or intrigue about something that you would like to implement for the couple or for the family or something you're trying to get across, you may notice that your partner is actually taking it upon themselves to do some research, to get more familiar with what you're talking about, to actually take that initiative there. And so this week it may be kind of a surprise when you find out they've had an epiphany. So that is your horoscope, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.